Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. This camera is a little unbalanced because I have a new stand. Well, anyway, today I'll be talking about the Portland and the Golden State Warriors, right? So as you can see, we just started playoff, and yeah, um, I thought this is gonna be a close game, but turn out at the end the Warriors are playing a lot better than the Portland. So the score was like 109 to 121. The Warrior beat the Portland. There's several things I need to point out. Now at the beginning, I didn't watch the whole game because I have to do other things. Yeah, I'm in college, so life gets pretty busy. And I only watch part of the game, and yet at the beginning, the Warriors makes a lot of turnover, and you know, um, the Warriors are going against the Portland, right? Portland number 8 and Warrior number 1. Yeah, so so throughout the first three-quarter, the Portlands are are like the same as the Warrior. The score is pretty much the same. They did not lead 10 point at all. Neither team. Yeah, so the biggest lead during three-quarter was like 7 to 8 point lead. The Portland led like a couple point of Warrior, then the Warrior led a couple point of Portland, and the league keep changing. I mean this the Portland played really well. I thought they can beat the Warrior, but turn out the Warrior play better. It's because they play at home. Yeah, that's another thing. The bad team, they have more home court advantage, and they play home court first. So the first two games, the Portland will play the Warriors. Then after the two games, the next two games will be at the Portland and Warriors. If necessary, Game 5 and Game 6 will be at the Portland, and Game 7 will be at the Warriors again. Will turn out unlikely. I don't think Warrior will lose to the Portland. I'm guess. So far Warrior won one game, and I'm assuming that Portland's a good team, so they might beat the Warrior one. So at the end of this, as a result, let's just say that maybe Warrior can beat Portland in 5 games. So I expect the Portland to beat Warrior one time. Anyway, let's get into the game. So wow, Portland played really well against the Warrior. This McCollum guy, CJ McCollum, he scored 41 points. He even scored more than Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, right? You know that Clay didn't shoot well for the Golden State Warriors, but Curry and Durant did. Combination, they score like 60 points, but for the Portland, if you combine Damian Lillard with McCollum, it's over 70 points. Yeah, Portland's a good team. It's because they only got two players. Two players that play well for the Portland. Without Lillard and McCollum, Portland won't even be in the playoff. They barely make it to the playoff. Obviously, that's why they're facing number 1 team. So let's just see in the game. Yeah, so Lillard and McCollum, they try their best to keep up the Warrior, but Warrior, they play like well defense and good offense. As I said, man, Portland's a good team, but they have very bad defense. That's why the Warriors score over 120 points. Yeah, the team. If the team's opponent I score really high, it's obviously because they have bad defense. But with low scoring means good defense, right? It usually happens this way. Well, the beginning Warriors. Yeah, Portland did a good job like keeping up the Warrior, but they played really well the first three-quarters. They're like pretty much the same as the Warrior, but at the end, they get kind of tired, and the Warrior like got away. Yeah, and the biggest lead was 16 points. That's another thing. That's why Portland is sometimes not a good team because they're inconsistent. Well, the Warriors, they play better than Portland because of their consistency. That's why. So for Portland to beat the Warrior, they have to play well all 4 quarters, but they only did 3. Fourth quarter, they kind of messed up because I know they get tired because they play really hard to match with the Warrior, but yeah, the Warriors still have a lot of. The Warriors just more consistent. That's why they turn out to win. As I said, man, they got Kevin Durant to help the Warrior. Yeah, they got Kevin Durant. He scored high like 32 points. I mean, the rest of the team doesn't shoot well, which is why the Portland lost to the Warrior. That's what make it lost. I mean, if they gave more ball to Lillard or McCollum, or if they play a little tighter defense, the Warrior would have lost. That's what the thing that the Portland need to watch out. Although the turnover and everything's good, but yeah, Warriors shoots a lot of 3, and both teams shoot a lot of 3. Both teams did shoot free throw well, but it's just that Portland only has 2 good players against the Warrior. Warrior has like 4 good players. So Warrior got like Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, versus Portland only Lillard and CJ McCollum. That's why the Portland cannot match against the Warrior. And that's how they lost. Yeah, so Warrior won because they shoot better, but yeah. See, I was trying to look at the statistic here. Everybody shoot well except for Klay Thompson. Well, on the other hand, at Portland, only Lillard and McCollum play well. I mean, 2 players play well, but the rest of the team didn't shoot well. That's what caused the Portland to lose. That's what caused. I mean, yeah. If everybody played well, they need to be Warriors. I thought the Portland's gonna beat the Warriors, but yeah, you know that whenever the team heads like 3rd or 4th quarter, they don't play well. It's because they get tired, right? I mean, so far in the NBA, yeah, this playoff is looking pretty tough as an overall playoff. Like, Cavalier only beat the Pacers by 1 point. Although played the Cavalier. And disappointing for the Raptors, they lost at home, and it's also Clipper. Although they have more home court advantage. Clipper just lost a couple points to the Utah Jazz, and Bucks win at Toronto. And I show you. So I'm done talking about the Portland and the Warrior. So as you can see, I mean, Memphis led like 13 points in like the middle of 1st quarter, and then they trail like 30 points at the Spurs. Yeah, I guess Memphis is not a good team. They get tired as well, but Rocket beat the Thunder over 30 points. So the team that looks really easy in playoff is like Thunder and Memphis. And Portland's pretty good for 8th place team. Get it, huh? Well, later in the playoff, I cannot wait for the Spur versus the Warrior. And I hope, and I'm rooting for the Spur. Hopefully, one team eliminate Warrior. Yeah, it's just somehow I don't like the Warrior. Well, there's 2 things why I do not like the Warrior. First of all, because they're an overrated team. The sole reason why I hate the Warriors. I just explained one reason, because they got too many good players. Second of all, I do not like my home team. Do you know why I hate my home team? Because I hate California. I mean, California is like shit to me. Well, sorry, I just cussed there. I live in California, but I hate this place. And third of all, yeah, I cannot think any reason. Anyway, so I'm a fan of Portland. Now, any team that go against the Warrior, I would be that team's fan. So let's say Portland lost. I'm not gonna be Portland's fan. I'm more likely gonna be the Clippers fan. Well, I know that I see the bracket of the playoff. Like I see the Clipper against the Jazz, more likely the Clippers gonna overcome the Jazz and they go against the Warriors. So I'll probably not like the Clipper now. After Portland gets defeated by the Warrior. Wow, I was surprised that Chicago Bull beat up the Boston Celtic at their home. I was kind of surprised. Well, I thought Celtics gonna be a good team, but somehow number 8 beat number 1 at their home. So there's just something that the Portland needs to work on if they want to beat the Warrior. Everybody has to shoot well. Yeah, that's why Portland tend to get tired quickly, is because they depending on 2 players just to keep up with the Warrior. But Warriors don't get tired easily because they got so many good players, right? They got so many good shooters. Portland, they only have maybe 2 or 3 good player shooters. That's why they tend to get tired quicker, because they have to okay, you know that the Portland, they have to move fast, something to avoid the Warriors' defense. Yeah, so Portland has to play a lot harder just to keep up with the Warrior, while the Warrior, they don't try as hard as the Portland. That's how the Portland gets tired quicker. Yeah, because I know that they're juiced out at the fourth quarter, while Warriors are not juiced out. That's how the Portland gets tired quicker than the Warrior. That's how. If Portland, if they have like 2 all-star player in their team, like McCollum and Lillard, if they have like more good players there, like similar to Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, Portland won't get tired that easily. I mean, this is the reason why team get tired quick. Okay, here's the thing. The less good player, the quicker you get tired. The more good player, the less you're gonna get tired. Anyway, I'll end it here. Hopefully Portland trains to be stronger so they can beat up the Warrior game 2. And that's the thing. If they win at the Warrior, then that means they have to win the rest of the game at their home. And that's how they eliminate the Warriors that way. That's another thing, man. Because you know Warrior has 4 home court advantage, while Portland has 3 home court advantage. That means for Portland to eliminate the Warrior, they have to win at the Warrior at least 1 time. Well, I know it's not going to be easy, but they can do it. I see many teams that tries to beat the Warrior and they almost successfully did it. So like the Sixers. You know, they got as close as like 2 points. Yeah, and I seen that Jazz beat the Warrior too. Kind of surprised me a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna end this video off here. Hopefully, this championship, I want the Spurs to win. So So I don't know whose team I am on, but I'll more likely pick the Spurs.